Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. In this video, we will add the sphere, cube and the virtual button on top of our image target. So let's start with our image target customization. So in this video, we will first add an image target, and for adding the image target, I'll click on game objects. I'll then go in Vuforia, and inside Vuforia, I'll select the image option. And as you can see, a new component by the name of image target is added inside the hierarchy. Okay, so I'll make the image target a child of the AR camera. After this, I'll select the image target. I'll then go inside the inspector panel and I'll change this database from Vuforia mass images to AR business card base. And as you can see, the AR business card base basically contains only one image target, that is the virtual button demo. And as you can see, the virtual button demo image is opened over here. So on top of this square, I'll basically add a cube. On top of this circle, I'll add a sphere. And on top of this button texture, I'll add my virtual button. The cubes, sphere and the virtual button will basically be a child of this image target. Okay, so I'll right click on the image target. After this, I'll go in 3D objects. And next, I'll select the cube option. So as you can see, the cube is added, but the scale of the cube is way too big when compared with the image targets. So I'll select the 3D scale tool. After this, I'll select this gray cube and I'll reduce the size of this cube. After resizing the cube, next I'll move it on top of this square image. So I'm basically satisfied with this position. After adding the cube, next I'll again right click on the image target. I'll go in 3D objects and this time I'll select the sphere game object. And as you can see, the scale of the sphere game object is again way too big when compared with the image targets. So I'll again select the 3D scale tool and I'll reduce the scale of the sphere. Next, I'll select the position tool and I'll move the sphere on top of this circle. Now, after adding the cube and the sphere, next I'll add some texture on both of them. Okay, because this white color is basically looking very dull on both these game objects. So I'll open the data files folder. I'll create a new folder. I'll give this folder a name of textures. I'll open the textures folder. And as you can see, on my desktop, I have created this black texture image. Okay, so I'll basically add this image on top of the sphere and the cube. So to copy this image inside Unity, I'll select it and I'll drop it inside the texture folder. Now I'm using this black texture image, but you can use any image of your choice. Okay. Next, to add this image on top of the cube and the sphere, I'll select this image and I'll drop it first on the cube. So as you can see, the texture of the cube has changed. Next, I'll drag this image on the sphere. Okay. So as you can see, the textures of the cube and the sphere are changed. After changing the textures, next let's add a virtual button on top of our image target. Okay, so to add the virtual button, I'll first select this image target. Next, inside this image target behavior component, as you can see, we have this advanced option. So I'll just click on this triangle. After this, inside the advanced option, as you can see, we have this option of add virtual button. So I'll click on the add virtual button. And as you can see, inside the hierarchy, a new component by the name of virtual button is added, and this virtual button component is basically a child of the image target. Okay, so I'll double click on the virtual button, and as you can see, this is the virtual button which is added. Currently, the virtual button has a square shape. So I'll select the virtual button and I'll bring it on top of this button texture. Next, I'll select the 2D scale tool and I'll change the dimensions of this button. So I'll increase the virtual button along the width. And as you can see, the virtual button is basically covering this entire button texture. Okay, and this is what we want. So after customizing the virtual button, next I'll go inside the inspector panel, and inside this virtual button, as you can see, we have this component called virtual button behavior, and inside this we have this option of name. So I'll give this virtual button a name of vButton. Below this, we have this option of sensitivity. So if I click on this drop down, then as you can see, you can set the sensitivity of the virtual button to high, medium or low. So I'll select the medium option, but if you want, you can experiment with different sensitivity levels. So guys, I've finished customizing the virtual button and let's see if the virtual button which I have added meets the 6 factors or not. So first, my virtual button has a rectangular size and the virtual button is approximately occupying 10% area of the entire image target. Second, the virtual button is placed in an area which has many features. So if I open the image target and if I click on the show features option, then as you can see, this button texture has many yellow dots. Third, the virtual button is not placed on the borders of this image target. Now, since we just have one virtual button, the fourth point of placing virtual buttons in row arrangement is not valid over here. Fifth, as you can see, I have set the sensitivity of the virtual button to medium. And at the end, as you can see, I have placed the virtual button on a texture which looks like a rectangular button. Next, I'll select the AR camera. After this, I'll change the world center mode from first target to camera. Next, I'll click on open view for your configurations. After this, I'll go inside the datasets option and I'll select this AR business card based database. Okay. And after this, I'll click on the activate checkbox to activate the AR business card base. Okay. After this, I'll click on the play button. And now, as you can see, the image target is detected by the webcam, and on top of this image target, you can see the cube and the sphere, but the virtual button is not visible. Okay. So guys, the virtual button is basically an invisible component. It is visible inside the scene panel, but when you view an image target through the webcam or through the smartphone's camera, so during that time, the virtual button will not be visible. So I'll come out of play mode. After this, I'll click on the assets folder. I'll then open the data files folder. Inside data files folder, I'll create a new folder. I'll give this folder a name of scripts. I'll open the scripts folder. Now inside the scripts folder, we'll create a new C# script. So I'll right click. I'll then go and create. I'll select the C# script option. I'll give this script a name of virtual button script. Okay, I'll press enter. Now we are not going to write any program in this video. Okay, but we are just creating the script. And after creating this virtual button script, next, I'll attach this virtual button script to the image target component. Okay. So if I click on the image target component and if I go inside the inspector panel, then as you can see, the virtual button script is attached to the image target. So guys, that's it from this video and I'll see you in the next video.